Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am very quickly doing my check-in for week 2 and my cash stuffing for week 3. Although technically my next week won't begin until Monday. I'm not going to be spending anything over the weekend and I'm working all weekend, so I just thought I will get prepared now. So I didn't spend a huge amount of money this week, mostly just the groceries money. Did get a few bits and pieces for toiletries and household as well, but because I bought a jam donut voucher for Tesco, I just used that. So that's how I've still got this sort of £50 left that I didn't spend in the purse. The only thing I spent was £5 out of spending money. I can't remember what I bought, but that, I think it was a coffee, but anyway. So that was that. So I'm just going to quickly restuff my purse for next week, and I've already filled in my budget planner, so that's all done already. So what we'll do is we'll just, so we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. So we'll just stuff this, so it's 5 for miscellaneous, 20 for travel because it is a 5-week month, so we are doing slightly less. But what I'm thinking about doing is doing the same as what we got the studio does, and just doing every month as a 5-week month, and then the months where it's only a 4-week month, just stuff in the rest of that money into challenges. But I'm going to think about it a wee bit more and see how it goes. So I'll put 10, I get 20 for spending, but I'll put 10 in spending, I'll put 10 towards my challenges. So that is my purse restuffed, ready for next week. And then I'm just going to get the challenge binder and just going to see what we're going to do here. And their annual challenges binder. So I think what I might do is I might do 10 into the Cashbook Cute annual challenge, just because I want to try and keep ahead of the bounce on this one. So these are, each tulip is 5, so I'm just going to colour in 2 of these just now. That's all we're going to do in this binder at the moment. And we don't really have a lot in this binder. We've just got my birthday challenge. Again, my birthday's not till August, so there's no rush on that. And then we're summer challenges. So, yeah, and again, we're only just at the start of spring. So we're just going to wait and see where we'll go with that. So we'll go into here and we'll see what we're going to do. So I think the first thing we'll do is we will do one of our Rainbow Riches. So I've scratched them all off, so I just need to, so I've got 2 15s and a 10, so I think I'll just do 10 just now, and then that just leaves £30 on this, which is 2 15s, and that'll basically be Rainbow Riches halfway done. I'm going to try and take my foot off the gas a wee bit on this one and try and spread the money about the other challenges, because obviously I want to be getting my other challenges done as well. So I'm going to do a roll on the primary challenge, and that is a £5 going into there. Maybe come back to this, so just see how the money goes. So we'll do a wee cross on there. Studio Sweet Mix, we've not started yet. Studio Slice, I'm just going to pop 10 into it. I'm not going to score anything off yet, because I don't have anything else that's 10 or under I could score off, because I've just got 14 and a 12 left and a 2 left. So that's going to give me a total of £28. So I'm just going to wait until I've put a wee bit more in, and then I will score that off. So I'm going to do rolling match. So let me find the dice for rolling match. And the pens. So we've got a pink, a purple, and a pink. So we'll just do one row here because obviously that is £10. I don't think that's the right pink. And I'm not going to rush doing these in any way, shape or form. I'm just going to take my time because I think I was getting a wee bit too focused on finishing challenges rather than actually enjoying them. So yeah, I'm just going to take my time. And then once we've finished this, we'll just start one of the seasonal rolling matches, maybe the Halloween one. So we'll do a wee one of these on the Little Moon budgets. And we'll just leave it at that today. 5 or Friday's fine. We will put this into the cookie. So what I've decided is that this wee cookie challenge I am going to use towards saving up towards paying off my phone. The actual collateral balance on my phone, and then what I'll do is I'll put this one in and I'll use this one as well, because rather than keeping paying that, I would rather save up and get that paid off quicker. So I'm just paying for my airtime. So that's the plan. So we'll do solo from the money that we've got left. So that's a skip. So what does that mean? Don't save anything this time, have this week off, bestie. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to put 10 in and decide to save something, because the whole point here is to save. So rather than not saving anything, I've decided that I'm just going to put 10 in, and then that just gives me a wee bit more in this challenge, because again it's 10, 20, 30, 40, so that's 50 so far. We've still got some cards left, but I do believe that when you get the reverse, you put everything back in and start again. So we'll maybe get this up to maybe 100 or so, just over 100, and then we'll just see where we go from there. So that is all my money for this week. And yeah, so that's a good wee spread out of the money again. And that's what I want to keep doing. I want to keep just trying to spread the money throughout the challenges. But obviously the Rainbow Riches and the Primary Challenge, these two will be going towards the debt. And then that should be enough saved for what I need to pay off the remainder of the debt that's going to go into next year, and also my overdraft. I've decided the Dingley Designs monthly subscriptions just now, they're going to go towards paying off the balance on my actual handset, my phone. So what I'll do is, once I finish this, I'll just pay off a chunk, start the next one. Once I finish that, pay off a chunk until I've paid all that off. And then the Solo and Studio Sweet Mix, Studio Slice, Rolling Match and the Little Moon Budgets challenges, I think I'll probably just feed them into my sinking funds so that I can boost some of them a wee bit, because yeah, they could all kind of do with a bit of a boost. So that is the plan. And also I've got a Christmas binder I've started here as well. Now I know I've got my Christmas box which I'm using to save for my Christmas presents. However, what I thought I would do is I would use that to save for the Christmas presents. And I'm probably going a wee bit over the top, but I would rather have too much money and then reallocate some than not have enough. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to do whole flip, and I'm going to use that for my Christmas food. So I'm probably going to try and do that twice. The Scottish Hind are on a budget Christmas challenge that's going to save £150. I'm planning to do that to save towards something for myself, so that if I see something, anything that I want to buy, I've got money there to buy it. Again, if I don't see anything, that's fine, that's not a problem. The Snow is Falling by Studio Budget Co. I am going to use to save towards, I'm planning to go Christmas shopping in Glasgow, so spend a couple of nights there, so that I'm going to save towards paying for the accommodation. I won't have to pay for travel unless I decide to get the train, but if I get the bus I won't have to pay for it because I get free bus travel. So that saves £232, so that should be more than enough for a couple of nights in Glasgow. And then Where's Rudolph? Now I'm going to have to re-sticker this with scratch off stickers, but the ones that were on this had went off funny and were just all coming off. So what I've done was I just scratched what was left off, and I started peeling off the backing stickers. So once I get them all peeled off, I'm just going to re-sticker this with my own scratch off stickers, so that I can actually do it as a scratch off hunting for Rudolph. Because I won't remember where he is by the time I've re-stickered it and by the time I get round to doing it. And this I'm just going to use towards just sort of miscellaneous items, or any new decorations, or any sort of things like that. So that is the plan. And obviously, like, if there's any like Christmas events or anything I want to go to. So that's what I've got in here so far, and I'm probably going to try and find another couple of challenges to put in here, because I'm going to want one to save for Advents. And yeah, so that's what I'll do. And then what I'll do is, once I've completed the challenges, what I'll do is, you know, designate one envelope for my Christmas money, one for Christmas food, one for miscellaneous, one for decorations and whatever, one for my sort of 2 nights away, and then one for Advent, or however I'm going to do it. And then I'll just designate the money in there, and then that'll be the budget for each of these things. But ultimately I'm going to use these challenges to save up for it, and then whatever's left in here and whatever's left in the Christmas box come the new year, I will just use that to reallocate and kind of give my sinking funds for next year a boost. Probably start Christmas next year as well, and just kind of get a head start on that. So that is the plan. But this binder won't be getting started probably till after I've been on holiday in June. The focus first is getting these challenges for the debt finished first. Once I've done them, I'm going to pay off the overdraft, and I'm just going to put aside the money for the last 2 debt payments that would go into next year, because I'll not be able to pay that off till the end of the year, until I get my statement in to say how long I've got left and how much I've got left. Then I'll just contact them and say, I've actually got the money here now, can I just pay it off? And that'll be that done. So yeah, that's the plan. And then, like I say, we'll just keep doing challenges for sinking funds and things, and, you know, just building good buffers. So so we can start 2026 in a good position. So that is my plan. Sorry for the waffling, and I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I will see you next time. Bye.